Hello. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to chop fish and how the estimated market value goes up for T3 fish. So you can do it for pretty much all the fish, but I'm gonna show you for T3 just for the sake of. So basically, for every like 3.5 million worth of fish, you need a stack of seaweed. So here I need about a stack and a half of seaweed. Usually I'd bring all the fish, but I'm just gonna keep it linear, keep the price. So we start at 6.4 million. Yesterday was food day, 10% food day, so the price of all the fish is completely out of whack. The fish sauce is out of whack. And the reason for that is because food day, there's no return for chopping fish or making seaweed, so that's what I'm doing on my island. But there is a return rate when you cook the food, the enchanted food, and you get fish sauce back. So that's why all the fish prices and fish sauce prices are completely out of whack. But yeah, we started at like 6.4 million, I believe. I already forgot what the number was. You can see it takes a while. You can see I'm a little bit flustered. I already did all this and did all this monologue and my mic was muted. So here we are, doing it again. So it takes a while. I usually don't sit at the computer. I usually get up and walk away while it does it. But yeah, with the island setup like this, you don't really need a mammoth. I mean, it'd be helpful, but if you had your entire inventory full of fish, then it takes the inventory space when you chop the fish, so you would need to come back to the computer more often. If you just buy all of the same fish and you just let it go, and you can eat potato salad, make it go faster, but I'm showing you the raw experience of chopping fish right now. The rare fish do chop faster. Catfish used to chop like instantaneously, but over the last month or two, it's like got nerfed, I guess. I don't know why SBI makes it take so long to chop fish, but oh well. Way of the game. I did do this exact thing a while ago. I didn't record it though. I had like 12 million of perch, and I did this, and I calculated the return, like the net estimated market value gain from doing it, and it was like in the 30%. So let's say you had 10 million of perch and you turn it into fish sauce. Well, 30% gain would be 3 million profit just from chopping the perch and then selling me fish sauce. And I'm buying fish sauce, in Royals for 98%, and I'm buying it in the hideout for 108%. So you get an extra 10% for bringing it to the hideout. I will buy it for 108% estimated market value. So you'll chop it here, estimated market value goes up, and then you bring it to the hideout and you sell it for way above estimated market value. So as you can see, it takes a while, but if you want to make just money without really, you don't get any crafting fame, if you want to make money, just buy fish and chop it, sell it to me. I will make you a lot of money, and obviously I make more, but I use focus, and I use hideout bonuses. So it's worthwhile for me to have to pay you guys to chop fish if you're just want to make money and AFK while your character chops fish, So we went from 6.4 mil to 6.9 mil already. That's already over 500k. Making sure I wasn't muted. So obviously, better to be using an ox, a T8 ox. So my carry weight's pretty bad. I'm not using a pie. So, but as you can see in a moment, when I turn all this into fish sauce, you'll see the weight go way down. And all the fish sauce is good. I think the basic fish sauce is the least productive if you're just going for money. If you're just trying to get money out of me, it's probably best to do fancy or special. I do want basic fish sauce too, but it's not gonna make the estimated mark value go up, whereas this will. So 7 mil, let's see, it's going up. But I use the most of this, for sure. So we went from 6.4 mil to 7.2 mil. That's 800k off of just 6.4 mil. So that's well over 10% profit, and that's like zero risk. That's you just buying fish, chopping it, and then making fish sauce.
Oh, my favorite recipe.
So you can do that. Obviously, you can use the fish sauce yourself if you want to cook, and I can give you tips on cooking in Albion if you want to do it yourself. But if you do want to sell me fish sauce, I would love that. You can sell it to me in the Royals. So here you would have profited like 700k because I want to buy it for 98%, and that evades your market taxes and stuff. And I'll buy that in any Royals, any of the Royal cities. I won't buy it in Caerleon. There's not a lot of fish to buy there anyway, so. Or I'll buy it, if you transfer it to the hideout, I'll buy it for 108%, so you'll make like another 500-600k if you were to transfer it to the hideout. I just throw it in here with my other fish sauce. And so that's perch. This stuff right now, like I said, yesterday was food day, so all the prices are really inflated. So when you chop the fish, it isn't worth the market value doesn't go up as much. But you can see, I guess I didn't have enough seaweed so there's some chopped fish left. Its estimated market value is 243. But when you turn it into fish sauce, if we were to do the math for the fish sauce, 15 and 1, 4,123 divided by 16 is 258 silver per each of these. So just turning it from the chopped fish and the seaweed into this makes its value basically 258 silver per chopped fish, which is quite a bit above estimated market value. So definitely, if you're gonna sell it to me, make fish sauce first out of the stuff, and you can see it's the weight went way down. I don't know how much it was. It was like 400 or 500 of this, whatever. The weight went from way overweight to 39%. So it does even more of a reduction if you do the special fish sauce, because this is 8 mil. This is only 233. This is 10 mil, and it's over 3 times as much, almost 4 times as much actual fish sauce. But so like this is 48% weight at 10 mil. This is 18% weight at 8 mil. So if we were to even it out, get a little bit more back in. So that's pretty similar, right? It weighs more than twice as much as special fish sauce. So if you're trying to lug it out to the hideout, you can carry more of this. But obviously, it's a lot of silver to carry an entire 4,000 kgs or 5,000 kgs of special fish sauce. It's a lot of silver. I don't expect that to happen. And you can see I have a lot of fish sauce, 390 mil worth of either fish or fish sauce in any of these the banks, in-game banks. So it's I wouldn't do it if it wasn't profit, right? So I've done it, but I actually use the fish sauce to cook. That's where I make my money. That's where I use my focus every day in the hideout, in the guild hideout. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you'll chop some fish for me. And if you need to buy fish and you don't really know how to buy fish using loadouts, I have another video. You can find that. Thank you. Bye.